about 3D printing and robotics. These are, actually, sorry, not medical doctors, but rather physical therapists. They know nothing about tech, but they're very interested in helping their patients as the hospital is currently focused on creating prosthesis. So they came to Manila, learned about robotics, how to create these arms, how to create robotic movements, and to help their patients back home. Thank you.
Sir,
Do you offer anything that relates to the TV and movie industry or the entertainment? Do you have any programs or workshops related to that?
Oh, interestingly, we have a current collaboration with the De La Salle University for their micro-credential initiatives. So we're working with the School of Lifelong Learning in terms of beefing up their game development programs. So whenever we talk about subjects like animation, we used to think that it's just for entertainment, but it goes far beyond that. So there are many applications that have yet to be explored, including Metaverse, which we also have a collaboration with the ICT Research Center at the Kumo National Institute of Technology in South Korea.
Thank you.
Sir, one of the biggest industry, which is the entertainment industry, using artificial intelligence, do you have any collaboration with the industry?
Right now, it's just with De La Salle University, but we also have research collaboration with Primakara University, especially when it comes to identifying deepfakes and the AI industry.
You are focusing right now in the schools and universities.
Yes, that's correct.
And aside from that, sir, do you have any collaboration with other schools? With other
So far we don't, but we're constantly looking for different collaboration.
Tell more something about the Philippine Coding Camp. When it started and how it started. It is a Philippine-based organization or
Yes,
site?
it's Philippine-based. So we started during COVID-19 pandemic when lots of teachers lost their jobs and lots of students stopped learning. So we bridged the gap. I was the first instructor, and then slowly we grew the brand. And right now we even have 50 instructors and 10 full-time staff. So we're servicing different universities right now as compared to before when we only did kids courses. We still do that, but we're slowly expanding our reach to doing corporate trainings and even micro-credential initiatives of different universities.
As of now, sir, how did this initiative can elevate innovation here in the Philippines, the technology
Okay.
in the Philippines?
So the main goal is really to get people exposed in the different possibilities, how these technologies exist, and how these technologies can be used for the good, how these can be used to elevate and create more innovations, basically through exposure and even partnerships with different countries.
Thank you.
Thank you.
James from Cinema Pro.
Hi Gina.
Hi.
How do you build culture of cybersecurity awareness in an organization?
I guess in terms of building cybersecurity awareness, of course, it's important. Exposure is really the way to go. We need people to learn that there are different threats out there. We just need to be careful, basically, and that technology can actually be used to solve bad things.
And how do you plan to stay ahead of hackers who are also using AI to develop more sophisticated attacks?
So actually, in terms of problems like that, medyo the way to go around it is paunahan. So we just have to be smarter than them. We need to beef up security, upskill basically, so that we know better than them.
And my last question is, how are you addressing player safety and data privacy in online cases?
So in terms of addressing safety and data privacy, of course, we really need information dissemination. We really need people to learn that it's possible that they can be exposed and what to share and what not to share online.
Sir, in terms of promotion and the broadcast of this initiative or this activity, aside from you tap po ba iba't ibang advertisers, how could it ginagawa yung promotion? Aside from this one, this is the first one, itong press conference, para mas mai-highlight po the awareness of this initiative from the Philippine Coding Camp.
Okay. So in terms of building awareness, we're constantly partnering with different universities and organizations to build awareness. Actually, we're going to have different MOA signings later with the Philippine Institute of Lifelong Learning. Tomorrow we are going to have a MOA signing as well with the Institute of Computer Philippines of the Philippines, and another avenue is through the Korean Institute of Communication and Information Sciences.
Thank you.
Thank you.
And advertisement. You have any?
Actually, we're exploring different avenues for that. So,
This is the first step.
yes, this is just the first step. So, definitely, we want to expose the whole Philippines in these activities.
May gusto rin po ba kayong specific figures in the industry na maging mukha, brand ambassadors of this activity or this initiative?
In terms of brand ambassadors, I guess we want the face of the Filipinos. We want the average Filipino to learn about tech. We want to partner with government as well to help us in these initiatives.
Thank you.
Who are the other speakers? Who are the other international speakers?
Okay, for the other international speakers, we have Professor Arun, Professor Adi, we have Professor Nyoman, we have Professor Dong Song Kim from South Korea as well.
How did you select them?
Basically, they are our close contacts, people we work with, people who share the same vision as us, people we constantly collaborate with.
So, one final question from myself. I understand that you have partnered with different brands, as you can see in the backdrop. But what opportunities will be available to the students or the participants of the hackathon?
Okay, so going back to the style of the hackathon, it's actually a reverse hackathon. So we have companies pitching their problems to the participants, and one of the other reasons why we're doing this is because based from experience, we also know why some startups fail. So I have a couple of startups, couple of success stories, couple of failure stories as well.
Mhm.
And one of the main reasons I believe that why startups fail is because they fail to do business. And when you fail to do business, you fail to make money, you fail to be sustainable, you basically just die. So by creating a reverse hackathon, we're actually giving the participants, the startups, their first client. So it's actually one step to becoming sustainable.
Alright, thank you.
Sir, gusto lang po namin hear for those who want to participate and want to get involved, mag-enroll po ba sila? Kung mag-enroll man, how long na study? May specific venue po ba or location na din po sila mag-aaral?
Alright. So actually, for InnoVision, we're going to launch a different calls for participants. So once they are accepted, once we accept their idea, we'll be offering different training. So there's no fee actually to join. So it's our initiative, our goal for a more inclusive and digital Philippines. Thank you so much.
Any message po from the other personalities? Do you want to share to us?
I am from the Philippine Space Agency. It's on our part, I think, under hackathon and other activities in the future. As you know, we have a space agency now. Thank you for introducing us. We're 5 years old also, so we're just the same age. But even before that, the UST has been funding space-related research. So we have satellites before we launch some satellites. And what we want to do in the Philippine Space Agency is to build our industry, our space industry. So there's value in space, billions of dollars actually. And what Philippine Coding Camp is doing is training our people to use technology, and space data and space technologies can help with that. So we might help them as much as we can by providing maybe some data set that they can use. Because when for data science, for example, there are loads of data. Space data is a very big data. So if more Filipino people can ingest those data sets, then more services can be generated for our country.
Sir, how's collaboration with the Filipino people? How's the collaboration? How's this?
How is the collaboration between?
Yeah, between the Filipino and Indonesia.
In terms of collaboration, again, like I mentioned earlier, at the previous state, we are just focusing on this kind of curriculum sharing and then the lecture. And then the next one, maybe consider about the next MOI signing that we plan to be done. We haven't discussed yet, but I and Gino personally texted each other, and then we're talking about that kind of micro credential. And besides that, our university actually, you can just search it online. Primakara University is one of the university in Bali that focusing on technopreneurship. So it's relevant with what is Gino and PCC currently be doing with this kind of hackathon. And maybe, just maybe, later on, if there is a winner from here, and we also conduct the same time things in Indonesia, specifically in Bali, we're able to mix them together and something else. Maybe that's the plan later on. We haven't discussed it properly actually, but yeah, that's just a discussion between us.
This is your first time here in the Philippines?
Sorry?
This is
Yeah,
your first
actually
time
this is
here?
my first time in Philippines. Thank you for being so nice.
How long you been here, sir?
Sorry?
How long?
I'm just arrived yesterday and I will return on Sunday.
Who's with you?
Sorry?
Who's with you?
I'm alone actually. My wife didn't come with me. I actually didn't record it.
You came here by yourself alone.
Yes.
How about, sir? This is your first time here in the Philippines?
No, this is not my first time. This is my second time to Philippines. So it's my happy to collaborate with the Philippines coding. At the same time, Taiwan and the Philippines have a good diplomatic relationship. So as part of Gino and myself, we plan to collaborate with the various possible outcomes such as Taiwan Philippines startup exchange programs, and the Taiwan NSTC, National Science and Technology Council, and Department of Science and Technology in Philippines. We have a joint bilateral projects. Specifically, I'm a AI expert and Gino is also an AI expert, so we plan on something more specific AI related research. And also go green with the Taiwan sustainable competition. It's also in between Taiwan and Philippines. Also we plan to do. And more importantly, Taiwan Philippines landslide research cooperation. It's also a government initiative. So these are all the government initiatives which will be mutual benefit in between Taiwan and Philippines. We also plan to carry out together.
You're based in Taiwan, sir?
I'm from India actually. It's good to know like India and Taiwan have both are good diplomatic relations with the Philippines. Yeah.
But you're an Indian national.
I'm an Indian nationality, but where I got the Yushan High Talent Award from Ministry of Education, I moved to Taiwan in 2022. I nearly completed 3 years service in Taiwan. So that Yushan project is about 5 years, is likely to be extendable. Since Taiwan is giving a lot of freedom to academic research, so I'm doing my responsibilities in Taiwan.
Sir, this is a 2-day event. This workshop or a conference? It's a conference. It's a 2-day event starting today and then until tomorrow. Yung mga participant ninyo po is kumbaga naka-schedule na sila.
Yes.
Kasi medyo mahigpit po dito sa Lasal.
Yes, actually. That's something we're working with the LaSalle University because they have very strict protocol when it comes to security.
Kaya kailangan
And we apologize for any.
kailangan list na yung names nila, yung mga attendees nila.
Yes, yes.
What are the ages of the attendees? Mga professionals na po ba?
Actually, we were just expecting graduating students, but there are a couple of professionals who even joined us, and people from different universities. We even have a professor from a university in Olongapo, even that far. He traveled all the way to Manila for this event, and we're glad that somehow we're bringing this technology to far-flung places.
Wala na pong pwedeng umabot kasi may mga specific may mga na talaga kami, kung mga attendees.
Yes, actually, as much as we wanted also walk-ins, ayun, medyo strict when it comes to security.
Thank you po,
Thank
and
you so much.
congratulations.
Thank you.
Saan si Arun?
Picture nila.